Page A1. Alright, now you describe what upper left corner. Who's that? Who are those people?
That's Francis Hewlin. And I don't recall who the girl was. He was my old boyfriend.
And approximately what year was this?
Well, I was about 18, I guess. 18 from 5.
1923 then.
Yeah, that would be about it.
Alright, now was this you in the
Yeah.
next one on the right? The leather?
That is
fur
me
coat?
in the fur coat, about 18 or 19. And that's Jimmy.
On the right? Top right?
Top right, that's Jimmy, and Fred's girlfriend. I don't recall her name. My oldest brother Fred's girlfriend.
Okay. Now the horizontal one in the center, whose car is that? And
That's Jim Cole's car, Jimmy's car.
Is that him
And
sitting in
that's-
front of it?
That's Jim, and that's about 1933, 34.
Okay. And to the right of that, is that you?
That's me.
Where were you there?
I don't know where I was. Does it matter?
Okay. Now who are these two people here on the bottom left?
Well, that's Jimmy on the left.
Give a piggyback? Who gave him the piggyback?
And that's, we called him Honey. That was a friend of Jimmy's. I can't recall his second name.
Why did you call him Honey?
That's what everybody called him.
Now in the bottom middle
That
one.
is me on the left and my kid brother Manson on the right. Let's see, I'm about 18 and he's about, he was 6.
Where were you swimming?
Taken in Gloucester, down Rockport.
Okay. Now page A2, 2 photographs.
Now,
It-
you
Go ahead.
were you recording the sound? Is that it?
Yeah, the information so that we can
Oh.
put little captions.
I thought you were going to take pictures of them.
Well, I can.
No,
If you see anyone you want.
No. That is my mother,
Upper left.
taken back and, oh, God, I don't know.
What's this dirt thing she has at her feet here with the leaves in it and stuff? A little tub? Was that to plant things in there? Something down there?
I think she was planting something.
What about this dress? Was this in style at the time, or was that out of style?
Oh, that's an old-fashioned house dress she had on.
Now, who are these people here with the dog on the
That's
right?
your father.
So that was a few years later than this one. Or maybe it was the same
No,
time,
about
approximately.
around the same time. And
So that's probably late 30s then.
he's holding somebody's dog.
It's not his dog?
Well, we had a dog when he was about that old, but that looks like a shepherd or something.
Mm-hmm.
He's holding somebody's dog.
Okay. All right. That's the first page. Let's go on to A3. Upper left is 2 people
That's me and Dan Cole.
holding little Dan.
That's
Was that here in this backyard?
no, that was taken over to the Maxwells in Lakeshore Park. We were living there at that time. No. He's about 3 there.
Right
I'd
there?
say, yeah. So you can figure out the year from
Okay.
there. And that's taken in the garden
right.
at the same place, me and Danny.
Same place?
Yeah, Maxfield.
Well, what is it,
Lakeshore
a
Park.
farm or something?
No, that's their garden. They had a garden.
Okay. Now in the bottom left,
That's
Dad
Danny,
at 2.5,
2.5.
and on the right hand
And
side.
that's me holding him, sitting on my mother's place in Lakeshore Park. That's the back door steps.
Was that a bad neighborhood back then?
No, are you kidding? We didn't have any bad neighborhoods back then.
On page A4, that's your mother
There
on the
wasn't
left?
any date on the back of that.
just to tell us where it was printed, but it doesn't say the date.
No.
Yeah, let me fix it again.
Just put a dot in the middle there.
Should put it- smear it a little. Okay, that's your mother.
A4, that's my mother on the left-hand side. She was about, I guess that was taken at Lakeshore Park.
Well, early 30s then, right? Middle 30s? Or late 30s?
Yeah, around there.
Now, what about this? This is
This
an
was-
older shot on the right.
Boy, that was taken way back. We were living at Halford Place.
And who are those
Lynn.
people?
That's my father,
On the
my
right?
mother, and my youngest brother.
Your youngest brother on the left?
Yeah,
What was his name again?
Manson.
Manson, right. He lived up in Maine.
At the end of it, he did. We've
All
already
right.
done that page.
We did A3, right? I screwed up. I gotta leave it like that. A7. Who's that little girl
That's
there?
Mary Snow.
Little Mary?
Mary Snow.
Oh, my father's cousin?
Yeah,
Oh,
and this is Janet,
on the,
Manson's
on
wife,
the right.
and
Manson's wife, and who's the little?
and their daughter.
Marion? It says Marion and Janet.
This is Marion,
Yeah.
Manson's wife, and Janet, their daughter.
there. Okay. Now, who are these two?
Oh,
there?
this was taken at Angle Pond. That's Viola Amelot and me.
The late 30s sometime?
37.
Uh-huh. What about that middle
We
top
were
picture?
tending out there. And that's,
Where is it, in Maine or something?
Oh, it's right up here in right beyond Haverhill, up in that area there, Angle Pond. It was a very popular tending and swimming area.
Now, that's Jimmy on the left, but who's that? Is that you in the middle?
I think that's me, and that's Vivian's second husband,
Oh, what was his name?
Smithhurst.
What was his first name?
Hello. I generally called him asshole.
Oh, why? He wasn't a nice man?
I didn't like him too much. That's a good picture of Vivian. She was a
On
nice
the
looking
right?
girl when she was younger.
Yeah, she had curly hair.
Well, she'd had a permanent, and she had hair to her waist when she was a young girl, long blonde hair.
Was this her second
That's
husband?
her
then?
second husband. Frank Smithhurst. And Vivian on the
Uh-huh.
right.
Oh, in the bottom. Who's these pictures? Bottom
That's
left.
Frank Smithhurst, and that's Jim Cold, and
Right.
that's Vivian.
Vivian there,
And that's Jim, and that's me
in the middle.
in the middle. And that's
On the bottom right.
Frank Smithhurst and Vivian on the right.
Right. There's no pictures of you in front. I guess you guys didn't want to hug.
There isn't any wedding pictures.
A9. Okay, why don't we start on the top
Well,
right?
that was taken on the old boat, the Bardwell,
That's you?
going down to Swan's Island. That's me, sitting on the bow.
And the house in the middle here, 1938.
1938. That's
Is
when
that
we bought.
that's 19 Kernwood Drive there?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't look like a shanty at all.
Well, we'd already got it shingled. We bought it the year before and shingled it. We're still sitting on the ground, as you'll notice, and no
Mhm.
kitchen in the back.
Right. And the bottom left, Mary and Lib. Who's Lib?
That's Fred's wife,
Oh.
and little Mary, we called her, his daughter.
Well, what's Lib stand for?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth. That's
Yeah.
Fred's wife, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Now this old picture in the,
Well,
the
that
middle
was
bottom.
taken in Lakeshore Park in front of my parents' house over there, and this is me in the middle, and
Yeah.
that's Alice Robinson on the left, which was my brother Fred's girl,
Yeah.
and
Upper right there's the guy with the
upper right
hat.
there is Francis Merrill,
Mhm.
my cousin from Beverly,
Yeah.
and this is my youngest brother Manson on the left.
On the left, but who's this guy with Francis? This
Oh,
little
yeah.
lady. This is the little lady's face there, down below.
Oh, that's
See that
his
little
wife,
face?
Grace.
Oh, all right.
Grace, can't hardly see her.
Must have
Haven't
missed.
done that.
Hmm?
It's Janet Foster, my youngest brother's daughter.
Jimmy in the middle.
And Jimmy in the middle.
And so you think it was also 1939 around there?
It could be.
Who is this guy without the shirt? Oh, the lady, I guess. Is that
That's
you?
me.
On
Taking down Gloucester on a
the
picture.
right. And what about the cat on the bottom? Whose cat is that?
That was a black cat I had then named Lucy.
In the late 30s.
Yeah.
In the bottom right.
It's Susie DeWar. She was originally from Raleigh, and we knew her from years back, and occasionally we got together.
You haven't seen her in a long time?
No, for years.
Call this A13. Upper left. 3 kids on a bikes.
It's Danny.
On the left? That's
In
Danny?
the middle is Danny.
Oh, that's Danny in the middle.
And I don't know, 2 of his little friends.
2 friends.
Yeah.
What neighborhood was that? Lakeshore Park? Or?
That could be on Wyman Street. We lived there for a few years. In Westman.
In the picture to the right of that.
That's
Those 2 people in a cornfield?
that's taken at Maxwell's house where we live in Lakeshore Park in their
Have
garden.
they got grapes or something?
It could be. But I think more likely baskets of
That's
flowers.
That's Dad right there?
That's
on the
Danny
right.
on the right,
And
and
the
that's
friend.
their son. Let's see, I can't recall his name. The Maxwell's son.
Uh-huh. And who are these 2? The picture to the right of that.
That's Jimmy
And who's this
on
guy
the
with
right,
the glasses?
and that's Vivian's one of her boyfriends. I don't recall his name.
That was before she was married the second time?
In between marriages.
And that's Vivian on the right? Upper right
That's
there?
me.
That's you. You were picking something too.
Yeah, flowers.
Oh, that's you again down here?
Yeah.
On the left?
Yeah.
The middle left?
Hmm.
Where was his swimming pool?
In the Dolly Cops up in New Hampshire, that camping area called the Dolly Cop. We used to go up there tenting.
And you could swim in that?
Sure.
Was it cold water?
It wasn't warm.
Okay. Bottom left. Is that you on the bottom?
Yeah.
The 3 people?
Yeah.
Up the top?
No, that's my mother on the left, Susie DeWar in the middle, and Alice Robinson on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Jimmy. We were going down Main, and he's sitting out in front of one of the
Looks
motels.
like a wicker.
You know, back in those days, you couldn't make it down there in one day.
After Maine?
We had to put up overnight
Uh-huh. On the old Route 1 somewhere?
at that bridge. Now there's a bridge. Well, Bucksport Bridge wasn't built in those days, and you had to go across. No. You had to go across on the ferry, and it took hours, so you had to allow.
Mm-hmm.
This is Florence on the right, Vivian's daughter.
In the bottom right picture, A13.
That's Danny with his hair curled and dressed like a girl.
They used to do that. They still... I thought they did that about 20 years earlier than that. I didn't think they...
1932.
Versus the
It's
Sunday
either
hat.
me or Vivian. I think it's Vivian.
Vivian, the hair looks curlier.
It's Vivian.
And the picture directly below that. That's a repeat, isn't it?
Yeah.
We saw that before. What about in the middle? That's your mother
My
again?
mother.
1931
Same
or
dress.
something?
In the same dress.
Yeah, it's the same picture.
So it's an enlargement.
Yeah.
And that's,
Upper right.
It's I think that's Janet, Marion's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what
That
that
looks
is.
like you
It's a double
standing in a door.
exposure.
Yeah. Some group of people.
Vivian lived in Highland Avenue over in Salem when she was married to Frank Smithhurst. And this was taken in front of her house. That's Frank Smithhurst, Manson Foster, my mother, Carl Foster, and Jim Cole.
Was that around 39, 40, somewhere in there?
Any date on it, I guess. That's taken the same day with the 4 boys, Manson, Frank,
Upper right
Jimmy,
hand
and
side.
Carl.
Okay. Bottom left.
Oh, that's Bobby, Vivian's son.
On the upper left.
Yeah,
That's Bobby.
there's your father.
Yeah. On the left.
Show
Right
you how far back that goes.
Yeah.
And that's Joycey, and that's Terry.
Mm-hmm. And the 3 little girls.
There's only 2.
1, 2, 3.
Well, it must be Manson's and Mary's daughter, and Joycey.
Okay.
And this is Vivian. I think there's any date on
Looks like the late 30s.
that. I stuck them in good.
You can tell by how Dad looks.
Yeah, but you don't know if this picture was taken the same
Looks
day.
to be about 10.
And on the right
Bottom right.
is my mother and Marion, Manson's wife, and
Mhm.
Janet, their daughter.
Now where does Janet live now?
She's up in New Hampshire. That's me and Gug in 1931. And that's me and Gug before we were married. These were taken before we were married, I think.
So you were married in 1931?
No.
Weren't you married a little
Your
before
father
that?
was born in 1927.
Yeah.
Oh, it must have been 1925.
These shots. That's Vivian or you?
That's me. That's the same one taken in Maxwell's garden by the books.
Yeah. That you
That's
again?
me.
On the right. Now the middle column, left-hand side.
That's Vivian and Bobby, her son.
Uh-huh. And who are these two people?
That's
you
me
and
and
Vivian?
Vivian.
On the left.
And that's
And
your
the right.
father.
On the third from the left, okay, is Dad. And then the right hand.
Last one is me.
It's you again.
I don't know where that was taken.
Okay. Now bottom
That's
left.
your father. And that's Vivian.
This is all, if he was born in 27, this got to be very early 30s, 31 or so.
That's Vivian and another one of her boyfriends. I don't know.
Boy, she should have wrote a book.
That's my Aunt Bessie, and that's her daughter Edna.
This is approximately the early 30s.
I don't know who the baby is. Edna never had any children.
How about this lady and the baby?
That's Pat Foster, Carl's
To the
wife,
right of that.
and
okay.
Terry, her son.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Picture
Vivian.
by herself.
Yeah.
And to
That's
you again
another
on the
one,
right.
Maxwell's. Yeah.
We saw that. Second
That's
row
Vivian
down on the
and
left.
little Mary. Mary Snow.
Right. Now on the very bottom.
That's your father, says Danny.
Yeah.
That's me and my sailor boyfriend, but it's faded out.
Yeah, that one wasn't fixed right.
And that's the two
Bottom
Maxwell-
right.
The two Maxwell kids, a boy and a girl.
Nice.
That's me.
You in front of the car.
Yeah.
Any idea on the year? Probably the same time.
Around
Early
that,
30s.
around that era.
On the right hand
That's
side.
another one of the pictures taken out front of Vivian on Highland Avenue. Marion.
On the left. You?
God, is that me?
You and Vivian.
That's my mother. That's Vivian. That's Pat. That must be Alice Robinson.
On the right.
Yeah.
The second one down, somebody sitting in a car. Vivian.
I think that's my mother's car. When she worked in Beverly, she had this little car.
It looks like a new car.
Well, it wasn't, but it ran. Jimmy said he didn't know how, but it ran.
How about the bottom right?
What about the left?
No, bottom left then. Who's that?
Manson, Vivian, my mother, me, and Carl.
Where were you?
At Vivian's on Highland Avenue in Salem.
Okay, early 30s.
Yeah.
And the bottom right.
Frank Smithhurst, Pat Foster, Carl Foster, your father.
Jimmy. That's Jimmy, right?
Yeah.
Not my father, my grandfather.
Oh, yeah.
Bottom picture, the
Yes.
little girl, and
Vivian.
it's Vivian with a little girl.
Vivian and Joycey.
This is all
Pat's
18.
daughters. Oh, that's
Plymouth?
the trip we went on down to Plymouth. With Vivian and, who was the boy?
It's like late 20s, early 30s somewhere. In front of some statue.
That's Jimmy. That's a statue taken down
On
there.
the third from the left.
And that's Jimmy and Vivian's boyfriend outside the motel.
Uh-huh.
And that's Vivian.
On the bottom left.
Yeah, and these are supposed to be
Historical
historical things
things.
down Plymouth.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that girl's name
And
was Peggy,
the
Fred's
bottom right.
boyfriend, 1931. Your father, and that was Peggy, Fred's girlfriend.
Upper left. We saw that, Graham, standing
Yeah,
in
that's a
front.
repeat.
Bottom left.
Jimmy and me.
Why did you wear that funny hat?
That was a great style then. God.
Middle picture. Two
That's
people.
Vivian's daughter and her husband. Florence.
Oh, I don't. Did they ever meet Vivian's daughter? I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Upper left is
That's
Jimmy,
Jim.
approximately late 30s, early 40s, maybe.
And that's Joycey.
On the bottom right, all A20.
That's Carl's daughter. God, how many more pages is there of this?
All right, that's my parents.
21? You wrote 29.
Sorry.
That's your father's
Father's
wedding
wedding.
picture.
That's Tom Walton, Jack Cashman, Jim, you, my father, mother, Alfred,
No.
Abbott, Wolf, Ann, and Shirley.
Ah,
Vivian?
that's me.
That's
Ah,
Looks a little like Vivian. This is an old one, though. Looks like a blow-up from an earlier print. Is that good?
that was Harold Joyce. That was my boyfriend. And this is Clyde Torrey.
So
These are taken in Swans
you're
Island,
pretty sure
Maine.
it's you, then.
That must be me, but it looks like Vivian.
Looks like
doesn't
late
it?
20s in
Yeah.
the style. And the second one?
Well, I wasn't married then,
Mm-hmm.
so it must have been
25? 26?
yeah, 1925. I'd be 20 years old.
Okay. Now these three people?
Viola Amelot and Stephen something, and me aboard Clyde's boat.
This is
Swans Island.
822.
That's me.
Where were you?
I'm sitting by the boat. That's
Swans Island?
another picture taken the same time as the one
Middle
on
Look,
the
the
bar.
style, wouldn't you say? Early 30s?
I
late-
wasn't married
All right,
then,
so then it's-
I was around 18 or 19.
So it's got to be middle 20s. 25, 24, and somewhere in there. Now that's
If
Clyde.
I was 18 and
1920 to 1, 2, then it had to be 1923 if you were 18.
I was born in 1905, and
Right.
if I was 18,
Then you add 18 years to
so
1905. and you
right
come
on it, you'll get an idea.
to 1923. Okay. Now this
That's-
is all A23.
Yeah, that's Amelot, Clyde Torrey, and me on his boat.
Now Viamla looks heavy there. Is she heavy?
She was always
She
heavy.
was heavy as a youngster. Third from the left, you're playing with, is that you with a dog?
Yeah, that's in front of my grandmother's house on
In
Swans
Raleigh?
Island.
Oh, Swans Island.
Island. This was taken on Swans Island. These are all taken at
Your
the same
grandmother
time.
on your mother's side or your father's side?
My mother's side.
What was her name? Your grandmother on Swans Island.
I don't know. I got it on the marriage certificate upstairs. It's either Etta or I don't know. I'd have to look. That's Harold Joyce and me and Clyde Torrey.
Bottom left.
There's my grandmother's
Bottom
house.
right. Your grandmother's house on Swans
Swans
Island.
Island.
How close was she to the ocean there?
The ocean is right here. Her land went right down to the
To
ocean.
the water?
Yeah.
So that was nice. And was that you in the shot?
Yeah.
On the left hand side?
Taken in 1923.
Province Lake. Now we've jumped ahead to 1951.
We're camping out there. Don't ask me to recognize
That looks
them.
like Gug and somebody
Yeah,
else.
You can be sure that
Okay,
it's
we'll
Gug
do the
and I
left
in there
hand side
somewhere.
first. Second one down from
There's
on the
Carl and Jimmy.
left. Carl and Jimmy.
Jimmy looks as though he
skinny
didn't have
there.
any clothes on.
Yeah, you can see the bathing suit there. No.
51.
Yeah, in Province Lake. It's you and Gug under a tarp in 1951. Now that was the summer of 51?
Must have been. We wouldn't go up there in the winter.
All right.
Province Lake. No, it was. We had a tent. That top was an extra outside. Here's a tent back.
Yeah. Did you make that tarp yourself?
No, and that's Pat Foster with their dog.
In the upper left. Now what's in the middle?
Jimmy.
What's he sitting at? Reading the paper? Was there a store near there you could get the paper if you wanted to?
Oh yeah. There's our tent, and this is the picnic table. That's Jimmy.
Who's that lady in the chair? Is that you?
There's two of us there. I don't know. Why did you mark them all?
I screwed up because a couple pages stuck together, so I lost the sequence.
Must be in the 1923, the same
20s
time.
again.
That's by Amelot and Clyde Torrey on his boat. And by
Second
Amelot
from
and
the
the
left.
dog outside my grandmother's house on Swans Island.
A25, third from the left.
Viola. And me.
What has she got, a shell or something?
I don't know.
A bottle, drinking a bottle of something, and there's a glass in her hand?
We thought we were making risque pictures back then.
Jeez. Now that was
That's
you?
me.
Were there any crabs or lobsters in the
No,
in there
just
where
a
you were?
little pool. Oh, that's an old school chum of mine. I can't recall her name. Isn't that awful?
On
It's nothing to
A25.
do with the family, anyway.
All right, we'll skip her. Second from the left on the
It's
bottom.
me and Clyde Torrey on his boat.
Now, did he have a high forehead? Was he losing his hair?
Yes.
Okay. And how long was he able to keep his hair before he lost it?
How do I know? Why is that important?
I just wondered.
Gee.
All right, bottom. Third from the left on the bottom.
That's me and Vi Amelot. We were
At Swans
chums.
Island,
Yeah. This is
1923.
me on
About.
Clyde's boat.
Okay. Why did you wear a tie like that?
Well, I probably had on a man's shirt. I don't know. You
525.
expect me to remember back 50 years? That's Vivian and Clyde Torrey.
Now this is up to 1940, so this is quite a few years later.
We
Now
did-
he wore a hat then. Was he bald then?
Why is it important? He is not a member of the family.
Okay. That's right here, 19
That's right.
Crowwood Drive.
That's after we built the
It
kitchen.
looks like it had two different colors on the house. Were the shingles bare first before you
I
painted
don't
them?
know. Could be.
Was there a road up here on the right that there is
There's
now?
always been a road
It's always
there.
been there. You had that? Did you have the pole then for the clothesline? Looks like it goes up here.
Well, there was a tree with a pulley line. I don't know why it looks like that.
So the house as it is today was pretty well done by 40. You had a porch too, but it doesn't look like it was enclosed
Well, your father enclosed it later.
with shingle with screens.
Elizabeth Foster, Fred's wife.
Okay. Where was she tenting again?
Yeah.
Who are these? This Fred and his mother or
This is,
something?
Manson.
Oh, that's
and
Manson.
Janet, his wife.
Oh, in
Those are taken
1940.
at Province Lake. I put them in the old way.
Okay. And A27 is the end of this.
Very good.
Okay. Upper left.
That's the house when we had the little kitchen on the back. A little before we built on the kitchen. That was a little lean-to when you had the sink and everything out there. And that's my clothesline.
Oh, did you have a pump in there to get water? This is A27.
We had a faucet. We had water, thank God, when we bought the place. We had water in there.
Okay. Upper right. Same thing. Another view of the house in 39.
Here's the old
Outhouse?
old four-holer out there, yeah.
Well, here's the outhouse here.
Oh,
Well, what would that be? A tool shed of some kind?
that looks small. to
Well, this
me.
looks like an outhouse to me. I don't know what it was.
One of them's the outhouse.
All right, bottom left.
1939.
Who's Janet?
That's Janet. That's Manson's daughter.
And whose shadow is this?
I don't know.
All right, bottom right.
That's me in 1939.
All right.
I was.
Why do you have two pocketbooks? You have one here. and
Oh, why did I wear drawers?
one here. That's good.
That's all for the day.
No, thanks. I just had breakfast.
You ever take one?
Yeah, they're good.
75 cents over the hot
Come
one.
on.
Jimmy and Mary and Danny.
All right. What year? What he was born October 12th?
Yeah. I don't think he's walking. I'd say he was about.
Where did you get this bassinet there?
I don't. That's a carriage.
Oh. How about B3?
That's Grandpa Cole.
That's your father?
That's your father's grandfather.
Oh.
This is your father, and that's Grandpa Cole.
That's your father's father?
That's my husband's father.
Oh, all right.
So it's Danny's grandfather. Dan's grandfather.
Yeah. So that was Guggy's father.
Right.
All right. Now what about this baby in the
That-
middle, B3?
That's Danny. And that's Danny before he could walk, so he'd be about 6 months old, I guess.
All right. And about B4? Who's that little person?
Oh, it says here that here is 9 months. That's Dan, and that's Dan.
Is that
at
you
9
with
months. That's me, yeah.
Hmm. How come your hair was so curly like that? Did you curl it with an iron or something?
Make me remember back when I
Well,
did with my hair.
hair doesn't grow.
It's so long since I had hair, I forget what I did with it. Here he is at 10 months.
And where was this? That's B4 on the right-hand side?
I think that was taken in Lakeshore Park at my mother's house.
Okay, how about B5? Where did he get that little scooter there?
This was taken in 1929. So he was about,
Be up to one or a little over that.
at 1 year. So he must have been born in 28.
Yeah.
So here he is 1 year.
Where did you get that scooter for him?
I don't know. He couldn't walk then. He used to ride around on that.
Oh, he could ride, but he couldn't walk. B5.
He could walk with the support of the walker.
Yeah. All right. Turning the page to B6. Tell me about that picture.
That's me and Jim and Danny at 1 year.
And B6 on the right. Who's that?
That's Rosemary Cole and Dan.
Your cousin?
1929.
Well, where were you sitting?
At Mrs. Cole's on Church Street.
Any relation to who's Mrs. Cole?
Your father, my husband's mother,
Oh, on
Dougie's-
Church Street.
Jim's mother.
Dougie's mother. Okay.
Yeah. And that's Rosemary Cole.
Very good. How about B7 on the left? Who's holding the baby there?
I am.
It's you and Dan, and who's that person in the background? Rosemary again?
Could be Rosemary. That's taken in the Cole's backyard.
Yeah. And the same. What about in the middle of B7?
That's Jim and Dan when he was 2 years old
And on the right?
and 2.5 years old.
Did he always wear a hat like that or a hood?
You know,
B7.
winter time.
All right.
That's Dan at 2.5 years. And that's
In the middle?
Dan and Terry Foster, his cousin.
Uh-huh. And on the right?
And that's Dan. 2.5, that's the same as that.
Where were you there?
I think we were at on Lakeshore Park at my mother's in the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Mrs. Foster.
And what about B9 on
Well,
the
it
left?
tells you here. That's Bobby Carrick,
Uh-huh.
and that's
Terry again? It says Terry.
that's Donnie there.
Oh, the little
Donnie
baby.
Foster, Carl's boy, and Terry
Terry's
Foster.
up top there.
And Dan.
Dan. Okay,
Yeah.
he's closest.
I didn't know I had a picture of Bob.
Now what about in the middle? Who's that?
Those are all Dan. 2 years, 9 months. That's Dan and Terry Foster.
Terry, he looks like he's losing his hair as a kid.
No,
Did he go bald early?
I don't think he's bald now.
Now who's that on
That's
the right
Danny,
hand side?
1932. His hair's curled and he's dressed up like
Uh-huh.
a girl.
Yeah, why did you used to dress boys like girls in
We
those
just
days?
did it one day for the fun of it.
That used to be a popular thing, to dress up boys as girls.
And here he
B11.
is, dressed as a girl.
Yeah.
That was taken in 32.
Uh-huh. So he's 4?
And this is, we're on our way down Swans Island. And in those days you couldn't make it in one day in a car.
Yeah.
Because there was a ferry at Bucksport and it took forever they could only take 3 cars at a time.
Uh-huh.
So we tried to make
That's
Bucksport
the bottom
to
left.
get across on the ferry. And that's
Why
the
does it say Nova Scotia on the building?
That's the name of the little motel. The
Oh,
little,
I thought you were going
overnight-
to Nova Scotia or something.
No, I was going
And
down
what
Main.
is that? The hotel on the right?
Yeah, that's a main building, I guess. That's me and Danny.
You suppose that's still there? That's an interesting old building.
Oh, Junior. He lived across the street from my mother.
On Church Street then?
No.
Oh no, that's Dougie's. All right.
In Lakeshore Park. I can't remember his last name. And that's Bobby Carrick, and that's Danny.
Danny's in the middle.
And that's Bobby and Danny and Terry.
Uh-huh.
Bobby, Danny, and Terry.
You got the names under the wrong people though, because Danny's here and Bobby's there, so it should be.
Well, your father would know the difference.
Now this looks like a color picture. How'd you get that? In the middle there on
I think I
B13.
colored it.
B13 in the middle shot's sort of colored. They used to hand color the black and white shots. It wasn't really color film. But that's an interesting thing.
This is
On the left-hand side of
We
13.
lived at the Maxwells in Lakeshore Park
Yeah.
for 2 or 3 years, and this is the 2 Maxwell children
Mhm.
and Danny. There's a boy and a girl.
Oh yeah. Which one's Danny in that
The
shot?
girl's name was Priscilla. This is Danny, can't you tell?
Oh yeah, on the
now?
right-hand side. I see him now.
And,
And
this
here he is again.
at 3 years
Now he's got a
old.
bike.
Yeah, he's got a 3-wheeler.
Well, you weren't living here at 19 Kernwood in those days, though.
Not
right?
until he was 10 or 11 years old.
Oh.
That was taken at Hudson Street, and that girl lived across the street.
Mm-hmm.
And your father kind of liked her a little. They had a little tent there, and
Oh,
so I took their picture.
that's cute.
That was in 1936, so he was about 7 years old.
Mm-hmm. Now in the middle shot,
That's Danny
B14.
and Viola Hamelot's sister's girls.
Oh.
Uh,
Both of them?
yeah.
What were their names?
Uh,
Quickly.
I don't know. Can't remember them.
Susan?
No, no.
No. He'll probably come to you. All right, on the right-hand side of B14.
Gertrude Babb's 2 girls.
Yeah. Gertrude Babbs? That
Yeah.
was, okay.
Yeah, these are all.
He's
He's a big boy at
1935.
6 years old, isn't he?
Well, was that 6 because 35, 28,
He's been born in 29.
7.
This is 35.
He was born in 28, I think.
Well, anyway, it was before his birthday.
Yeah, he celebrated his 7th birthday. He's a little, you even saved the
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Well, 10 years and 10 months, 1938. So he must have been born in 28.
Yeah. Well, where did he get that bicycle?
We bought it for him.
Was it expensive?
Nothing was cheap.
Did you buy it new or
This
second
is his
hand?
dog. We had Pete.
Oh yeah, I remember
10
hearing
years.
about Pete.
Yeah, that's Pete.
That's on that shot.
This was taken down Swans Island outside
On
of
the
my
right-hand side
grandmother
of
Joyce's
B16.
house.
Yeah.
August 1939.
What's that hat he's got on? It says yo-yo or something on
I don't know. This is January 1939. Well, this is, I did write that.
On the right-hand
Joan
side?
Osgood, 1941. He was 12 years old.
it? That was just before Pearl Harbor. So World War II didn't get started, but it must have been talked about.
That girl was just somebody that in the neighborhood, I think. I don't even know where that was taken.
Mm-hmm.
Might have been taken over to Vivian's on Highland Avenue at that time. I think she was the sister of a fellow that Vivian was going with at the time. Anyway, Dan at 12 years.
Okay, he's big for 12, huh?
So he was 12.
What about the
There
middle
he
shot?
was when he was in
He was
the
a Boy Scout?
Yeah.
Did he have a special salute he had to do?
Well, he did it just for the picture.
Yeah.
And there he is at 12.
Did he often wear a hat like that on the right-hand side there on
Yeah,
B18?
that was his hat.
Because little kids don't usually wear hats like that.
Well, styles change.
Yeah.
Back from Camp Powwow. That's Danny.
Yeah. He
Just
always
a-
wore his hair short like that?
Yeah. Came with McKay.
Now that's a Kernwood Drive looking up the street here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went to camp that summer for a few weeks.
Mm-hmm. Where was Camp Powwow?
I don't know. It's probably still around.
Okay, now here, this is in the front yard. This the house is still here in the background with Guggy and Dad there.
Yeah.
Now what about on the right-hand side? What is that uniform in B19?
Oh, that's just a suit he had. I don't know where he got. I think that cap went with the suit.
Was that a Boy Scout uniform?
No, it was just it was a style in for the boys to dress like that.
Just like a military person? On B20, who's the little girl that Dad's holding there? Linda?
Linda.
Who's that?
You must know Linda.
Linda?
Hamelot. Viola's daughter?
No, I don't, but I don't probably have met her.
Well,
sometime.
it's Danny and Linda Amelot when she was a baby. And this is, too bad I didn't put their names down. These are the same two girls growing up.
Oh, as before we saw
Yeah.
that relative's
On the night note,
daughter
it'll come to me what their names are.
on
But
B20.
this one is dead now. And this one lives in New York with her family.
Now, what's this about keys on the B21? Keys unlocking
What's it
door to
say under
victory.
there?
Shop class at Pickering Junior High. Oh, that's good. That's in front of the Pickering Junior High, huh? The one that's still there now?
Yep.
And that's dated 15.
Yeah.
And B21 on the right.
These pictures are mostly self-explanatory.
Yeah, but I don't know. Sometimes you have little things to tell about them, and nope, they're not written there.
That's your father and Dan.
And why were they dressed up that day? That was
Well, they went to church every Sunday.
that was
but
25th, December 25th.
Well, I stayed home and did the housework.
That was Christmas Day, 12/25/43.
Yeah. Must have been dressed up for Christmas.
Are these the two little girls that were on the other show?
Yeah.
Now, where are they standing? Across the street in front of that garage? You see that little thing there?
Yeah, it
That's-
could be. It could be.
Okay.
That's your father at 44 and 44.
Yeah. He's not 44 years old, though.
No.
Okay. Now we go to the next page.
This is your father and me
B23.
in 44
Okay.
on the left. And your father and Jimmy in 44. That's the year he topped his father.
Oh, in 1944?
Yeah. That's the year when I had to begin having his clothes made by the tailor.
Uh-huh. Because they didn't have tall men's
They
clothes in
didn't
those
have
days?
extra longs in those days.
What were they dressed up for there?
They probably just come home from church.
This looks like a velvety coat or something.
Oh, it's cashmere, of course, nothing but the best.
Yeah. And he's just listening.
Come up and watch.
Now on B24, who are these people?
Oh,
Richie, Edna,
Maria and
Danny.
Danny.
Who were they?
Those are friends of Danny's. Maria's Edna. Let's see. Edna, that's Edna. Her husband ran a candy store. Had a candy store. Still does over in Beverly. And for a while, Danny went around with Maria. Oh, Dylan, his hair will be all over. For God's sake, we eat. Yeah.
What's that? In New York?
No, that's around here.
Now who's this Dick Dodd down the bottom on B24?
I think Idlewild was a boys' camp up in Lake Winnipesaukee, and one summer, how old is he there?
Well,
Probably about 17 or so.
1944, the other two shots, this is probably 44,
And
28, 38.
and Dick Dodd lived in the next street over here, and they were
18.
chums. So one summer, they got hired to work up at this boys' camp,
Mhm.
like Winnipesaukee.
Winnipesaukee.
That's Idlewild, Camp Idlewild. And we used to go horseback riding. I used to go with him. I don't think I'm there.
In B25?
It's the same four as in the other picture.
Okay, what's that on the right-hand side of B25?
That's John Levine and your father. That's a chum of your father's.
Where does he live now?
I'm not sure. Haven't heard from him in years.
Did he live around here on 19 Kerwood Drive? Around here?
Yeah, he lived around in the neighborhood somewhere. Must have been high school.
Did he graduate with honors?
He graduated.
Like, thank the Lord, like
He
me.
wasn't cum laude, but he graduated.
Thank the Lordy.
With, he got by okay.
Very good.
That's the same one, Gene Gagnon, that I told you he went with for a while, and the picture before that.
Now, why is she wearing this funny shoes with socks like that?
That was the Bobby Sox era,
Oh, yeah, the late 40s.
and they all wore them. And this is a cat I had at the time.
B27.
19,
What's the name of the cat?
I don't know.
Was it Mittens?
No, he's long gone anyway.
He might still be alive. June 48.
That's up beyond Havel. We used to go up there on picnics, the whole gang of us.
Yeah.
I don't know where he got the house up there.
Now, on the right-hand side, you had a dirt driveway in those days?
That's taken in front of the house.
Yeah, but the driveway was dirt. It wasn't tarred. Looks
My
like,
driveway?
Yeah, your driveway. Looks like it was dirt. See where it's shoveled?
Well, I don't know. That was taken in B-29. That was taken at Angle Pond on a picnic.
Uh-huh. Is that
It's
Tom Walton?
Tom Walton and Dan, 48.
48.
Look at his, all the hair he had then.
Yeah, was that a wig?
A wig?
A wig.
No.
Well, how come his hair's there if he doesn't have hair?
Well, he had hair back in 48. Dope.
What happened to it?
Well, you wait and see. Maybe something will happen to yours.
I know, I'm afraid of that. B30.
Taken in 1949. Brand new suit, new shoes, all decked out.
Okay.
I don't know what the occasion was. That's
Is
when
he
he
smoking a
started
cigarette?
to smoke.
He started late. He didn't smoke right off?
He died when he was about 18. This was taken over to the college in Salem.
Oh, yeah.
And they were playing baseball.
Right.
That's,
Very good.
there.
Now, on B31, who's that guy?
That's taken in my yard. This is the side of my house.
Yeah. Now, your backyard wasn't so long then. You had the bushes right up almost to the house. You didn't have the big yard. You didn't clear it out until later?
Evidently not.
Yeah.
Either that or that's the side.
No. See, here's the side here, but here it's right in back of this guy.
Yeah.
Your bird bath would be right out here. But you didn't clear it out. You had a small backyard.
No.
Oh, they brought the radio out there to listen to it?
Yeah, they were out there chewing the fat and
Okay, this is B31.
sunbathing. I'll take that down and show it to Tom sometime.
Yeah.
Now my brother Manson had a little runabout.
B32.
That's before he
That's Manson's?
I don't think Danny even had a license then, but he was in here.
Well, sure he did. 49?
Yeah, he probably...
He must have had a license
Yeah.
in 49. Something from Salem State?
Social event in Chapel Hill, and he was on the committee.
Okay.
See, he did get some honors in college.
Yeah. Well, that's
It
great.
was in here somewhere.
Daniel Cole right here at the bottom.
Yeah.
Junior high course.
9 grade 11 students have been named to the president's list at Salem Teachers College.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, this is when they graduated.
And B33.
Your mother and your father.
Mm-hmm.
That's
B34.
we gave a shower for B.
Right. Where'd you hold it? The chateau?
No, I'll have to look and see. There's a hall down on Broad Street. Look at all of... We had a crowd.
That's a lot of people.
117 Broad Street was where we had the shower. We gotta finish it up pretty quick.
Let's finish it up. What's on B35? Society page.
That's at their wedding when they got married.
Ah.
They were married at St. Pius, and the reception was at Oxford Club. The Oxford Club is now where they go to get food stamps. What do they call it?
The unemployment house? I don't know, Graham.
These glass are charged of the guest books. Mrs. Cole, the bridegroom's mother, received in a dusty pink lace dress.
Is that what you had on? Same for Jenny's wedding.
I got their wedding book upstairs. You know, and just pictures that not a regular photographer. Among the Salem Teachers graduates today were Lynn Mann and his wife.
But she was from Everett.
But
Oh,
she was
Lynn Mann
living
and
here
what?
when she graduated.
Yeah.
They
1951.
married in their senior year.
Mm-hmm. Now what's B37?
That's his pictures all through first grade,
Oh,
second
geez.
grade, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth,
Yeah.
high school, college.
That's great. That's a nice record. B37.
You can see how it changed.